What is up? It's your boy, Anecdotal, and today in Invincible, Guarding the Globe, we're going to be looking at villains. Because right now, there's a GDA event that's basically giving away villains if you run the 4-hour event GDA thing here. So you put your best heroes in here, and it's going to cough up villains. And if you get lucky, like I did in my last video, you'll actually get an elite villain, like I got one of those Mauler twins. Or you could put your best characters on the event right above it that's giving out the artifact and artifact EXP, and the artifact is a defensive artifact that increases the defense of your range characters. So yeah, also kind of useful for villains. So yeah, really wouldn't be bad because it's based on defense. And Titan right here, the premier villain that's being shown in the pick, which we'll probably go ahead and talk about first here, has really great defensive capabilities. So there are 5 villains, so you could actually have a full 5 villain team. We're obviously not going to look at anyone that's not at least elite or natural elites because they have limited skills. So if you didn't know, I think rares only have 1 skill. When you put them up to elite, they have 2, and then everyone else has 4, something like that. But let's look at Titan first. Titan, his very first skill is a useful one. He jumps up, and you see his jump when you're ever seeing him on PvP or any sort of fight. He like launches himself to the highest attack powered character and just moves everybody, which is useful. And then he has a taunt. But the big thing about him is actually his second skill. His second skill affects guardian characters. So basically it's robot. What he does is he lowers the healing effect by 25%. Look who heals based on 25% of their HP. Robot, the premier healer of the game. So yeah, that's where Titan's value mostly lies, at least for me, is the fact that he makes a robot heal your team a lot less. 25% less, which could be annoying, especially if you have a robot that you did not power up. Because if your robot heals based on their max HP, and their max HP isn't very high, that means their healing is very high. And now if you're facing an enemy Titan, dude, that heal is going to be even worse. But as far as Titan goes, his last ability is also really good because it increases his physical defense based on how much HP he lost. So the more weak he is, man, the higher defensively he will be, which makes that artifact right there the one that's, ironically, the one that's also out during the event, perfect for Titan, man. So you put that artifact on Titan, his defense will increase even more, and then he makes your range fighters, which are 3 out of the other 4 villains, Doc Seismic, not this Mauler twin, but the other Mauler twin, and then Armstrong. Those all 3 are range dealers. So he would literally be healing, or not healing, increasing the defense of 3 other characters in your team with a sort of increasing defensive like slider the longer he's being played, because as a tank he'll be taunting, he'll be getting hit, and he'll be losing HP but also gaining physical defense, and then being able to have the defense of everyone else on your team up. So like really great tank. As far as Mauler, the Mauler twins go, Armstrong, Levy, he basically is a Mauler twin, and they all have a really cool second skill where they all buff each other. So what happens is one of the Mauler twins here, for their second skill, they up in the beginning, no, I think it's at the end, maxed out at 10, 6% physical attack and physical defense, and then for the other one it's 6% energy defense, energy attack. So we'll go up. Now at max it could only go up to 12 because it says excludes themselves. The one time they're specific in the text, it's for something negative. So yeah, if you have the 2 Mauler twins and Levy will pretty much lower all the cooldown by 20% at max, and then you'll get an extra 6%, and then for 2 it'll be 12, so an extra 12% attack and defense for both physical and energy. So attack and energy, attack and defense for physical and energy go up, and with him your cooldown goes down by 20. So basically, kind of like how Anissa is with her cycling cooldown, if you have all three of them on the team, and their skills, I think some of their skills are only like 11 seconds long. I think the longest one is 17 seconds long at max. You know, you minus that by 20%. I guess that's only like, it's only like 1% and some change, but still, you drop a second off of those things, they're just gonna keep on firing. They're gonna be 12% stronger for physical and energy attack. I think that they're still not a viable team, man. I just don't think the Mauler twins are very good. I use the Gatling gun Mauler twin because his Frieza attack look cool, but no, man. Armstrong is definitely Armstrong Levy is definitely the best one. His first attack has a defense down kind of thing, and his last attack has a will automatically kill you if he attacks you and you're below 10%. Now, Omni-Man's fourth skill has the same effect, but it's when your health is below 20%, which is twice as good as this guy's skill. But still, as far as villains go, you can see I started powering him up when he first came out, and that's why I have him so leveled up to like almost omnipotent type stuff. I wanted to put copies on him because he has a random buff, which I don't like that they're not specific. I don't know what buff that is. He has really high defense down, and he could knock you out if you're below like 10% health. That makes him great. And then we got Doc Seismic, the villain that I am currently using on my team, and it's primarily because of his first and second skill. For his first skill, he dispels shields. That's really all you need to know. Everyone has an Adam Eve in their team. That Adam Eve shield literally saves the lives of the other team. This guy will dispel it. And if you look at the seconds mark, it's 1 second after the Adam Eve. So they literally built this character for when the proc for the shield for Adam Eve comes out. Doc Seismic will the cooldown for the dispelling of shields will also come out. So like literally a counter to Adam Eve was created with Doc Seismic. That's why Doc Seismic's on my team, and also because no other villain is like good. other than Titan as a villain tank, but there are better tanks. And then, like I said, Armstrong, super cool kit, but he seems like just one step below certain other characters. With his defense down, like everything sounds good. With his random buff, with his, well, the cooldown only affects the Mauler twin, so I don't really like the second one. And then with his below 10% health automatic kill. So yeah, man, Doc Seismic definitely I would say is the best, followed by Titan, followed by Armstrong Levy, followed by whatever order you want to put the last two Mauler twins. That's the order of the villains, the tier list you could say of the villains, ranked by most useful to not, and it's so useful that I'm actually using Seismic on the team because that's how great he is. Also, his second skill reduces, I forgot what it was, but it reduces defense for Viltrumites, I believe. And then, you know, everything is very Viltrumite heavy with the likes of Invincible and Omni-Man and now Anissa, Thula, Lucan. So yeah, man, his value skyrockets. So yeah, man, peace out.